I'm now at Beckley Wood, which you have to go almost to the end of Starve Crow Lane to get to. It says riding by permit only. But yeah, this is Beckley Wood. I haven't been here for some time, so I'm going to do a little walkthrough video today. I had thought about walking all the way to Hastings, but I just think, nah, sort of want to take it easier. Actually, how many steps does it take to get to Beckley Wood? 8,000. So we're now walking through Beckley Wood. Today is sort of like walking in the countryside, and then maybe walk towards Northiam, or depends what time I get to Beckley, because I think if I get to Beckley before about 9ish, I might just take the bus to Rye, and then I can probably do a couple of side trips out from there. But yeah, this is Beckley Wood. It's a forestry England type place. It's now the 6th of April and it's 8:18 AM. Been basically up since 5:30. That's the thing about the summer, I don't like staying in bed. Look in there. I think I might have to learn what trees these are. So I might have to get a guidebook on them. But I know you get patches of like coniferous trees. I think they're called coniferous? I don't know. I think you get the leaf bearing ones which are dedicaceous or something, I don't know. It's all stuff I never really learned in school. Never really read up on. So this might, I don't know how long this video is going to go for, because I've used the complete wrong SD card for the purpose, so I forgot to read the damn thing on Amazon. So I've got a correct one coming this week. So there's a few conifer type things in the distance there. You get patches of it, and then, but to get to this, we either go to Beckley and go down one of the lanes, we walk across from the Jubilee Park, or there's a patch of conifers just behind them other trees, or you go to Starve Crow Lane. Either, I can't remember the name of the junction very much, but I do remember, oh, the forestry trucks have been here, all churned up. The ground's a lot drier because it's been drier lately than it has been during the winter, so it means you probably get a drought warning. 'cause that's the only trouble. But yeah, so there's not really much to describe. There's looks like some laurel. Looks like a couple of trees come down during the winter. They usually do. As soon as it's time to come over, they'll just fall over. And because of the weather, we've had at least several storms this winter. It was pretty blowy yesterday. In fact, yesterday was somewhat bracing. When you're out in the sun, it's nice and warm, but when the sun goes in, or whether you're in your sheltered shadow sort of spot, it's cold. Yesterday, and it's a little bit breezy today, quite frankly. Yeah, still some clodgy patches. So I'm going to be really careful today. There's some sort of, I don't know what that is, but it's blooming anyway. Now that trip through Hastings Country Park that I went on a few weeks ago, that did take it out of me. I think I might try and, if I get into Rye early enough, I think I might pop across on the train, go pop in that pub. Don't know. The possibilities are endless today because I haven't really made a plan about what I'm doing. All I know, I've got to get back home, and I have a fair amount of information technology to play with tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, it's a bit of ground's been a bit churned up actually, if I'm honest. And it's probably where the sun doesn't get to it. Oh, a wet patch. Mud. Or glommy. Yeah, there's at least 30 different words for mud in Sussex, as I've pointed out before in a previous video. I don't think I really want to walk all the way to Hastings today, so I won't. But I do want to pop in a couple of places on my way round, go say hi to people. Don't know. Yeah, so now we're going past the patch of conifer type trees, like pine trees or something. It's just there, excuse the sun, it's there to help us out and occasionally mess up electrics. You see there, that looks like silver birch there. When you make logs out of that, put it on the fire, it goes up like paper. Like pine or any sort of fir trees, when you burn them they go up, they smoke like hell. That's why not a lot of bonfire societies use it. Although I notice there's one society that does, and I enjoy their night. Might even join them. They always have a good night. That's always a good night. It's battle. Yeah, it's battle. That's always a good night, that is. So as we head down into yet another valley, because it's a bit up and down in this area, it's really steep climbs and you have to beware of the drops, shall we say. What is the time anyway? Coming up to 8:30. Probably been horses there lately. Another silver birch. We go down here into the valley. It must be a way of I haven't got a clue where I am because I haven't got the map with me today. Oh mate. I think, where am I going to end up now? But yeah, I haven't been in this bit for a while. Little creek there. Here. Another little creek there, I think. Look. I don't know where these creeks actually feed into, because the Rother Valley not only is the River Rother, I think the system's called a Lehman system, but what you also got to think, there's the River Tillingham, there's the River Breed, and they all meet up. There's another little river that goes into through Hastings, but it's culverted over, called the Bourne. A lot of rivers called the Bourne or the Ouse. Almost like no one had imagination or they couldn't think of anything. Right, so the sun's to my east. I'm sort of taking a little, I'm sort of double back on myself a little bit here. Now I'm about to strike out west again. I think. Where's the position of the sun? Now we're climbing up another hill. It's very hilly round here. And Whoops, nearly tripped over a bramble. That wouldn't have gone down too well. But yeah, a little silver birch there. Must have only been planted a few years ago. This is Forestry England. This is it's been known to be coppiced, which is where you take certain trees down to let the younger trees come up, and that the wood is used for charcoal or fencing, or back in medieval times, construction. Or the woods could have been reserved for kings to go hunting in. Sussex is known to be one of the most wooded counties in Britain. Very hard to get to, old Sussex, very hard to get to. Almost hard to leave as well. Got to manage it every day. I'm on a work day, working week. So, oh, gonna step around that. I don't know what those are. Oh look, they're probably chestnut trees. There's a lot of that around here. When burning chestnut, you have to have a fire guard around it, or it goes in a wood burner, as it likes to spark. It says it's spitting, so it likes to chuck sparks everywhere, which can be iffy if you've got carpet. So a lot of fireplaces sit on bricks or stone. Oh, I found a mud patch. It's not too bad. But yeah, I could tell you a little bit of history about fireplaces, because medieval times they used to just have a hole in the roof and it just let the smoke come out, and then the smoke sort of hangs about in the house as well. Imagine it must have been uncomfortable. But what happened, they then invented chimneys in about Tudor times. But they were having fires because they hadn't made the chimneys, they'd neglected to make the chimneys out of a material that was fireproof. So I think eventually they had to use stone, if they got money, bricks. It's only nowadays you use like metal liners in chimneys, because stop birds nesting in them. So that's the thing, birds like to nest around chimneys, or some do. It's high off the ground, but then you have to, then if you burn wood every day, you get build up of various combustion things that can catch, so you have to sweep the chimney once a month, or if you only use it in the winter, you sweep it out about once or twice a year. And yeah, and if you burn wood that's not seasoned, seasoning is where you took the tree down, you pile it up, you leave it for about 3 years, just make sure all the sap's gone out. Because if you burn wood and the sap's not done and not gone, basically, you're going to end up with creosote in your chimney. And again, that's a fire hazard. That will catch. Also smokes the place out. So as we keep on going, see little patches of conifers and all sorts of stuff going on. I think my camera's trying to save energy again. Did that to me yesterday. I was trying to video the buses. There's so many buses yesterday. It's like an entire festival of buses. That's something I've observed. There used to be a lot of ones made by Dennis, and then they've all gone to Volvo. Now they've all gone to what they call an Enviro 400 or an Enviro 200 or 300. And a lot of them aren't even branded. It's as though the company doesn't want other companies branding on it. I'm sure if they'd have had a guidebook, I could have actually found out. See, bus enthusiasts can be a bit sweary as well, unfortunately. Now finished climbing the hill, hopefully on another dry patch. It's not too bad today actually, because it's been dry for a while. The weather's actually been alright. Actually been quite spring-like, apart from when the wind gets up. Alright, I'm just going to shut down a minute.